Watching the multi-awarded Radio Bandido TV on Channel 224 Sky Cable and TV Plus boxes. Simulcast on DZRJ 8:10 a.m. Informing, advising, and entertaining the Filipinos and OFWs around the world. Streaming live on www.facebook.com/DZRJ 8:10 a.m. or on YouTube, channel RJAM News.
All right, so before we begin, well, first, let me give my intention. Of course, peace to everyone out there, and may the world be better tomorrow, okay? And unconditional peace be achieved in Ukraine. So now we can begin. So magandang gabi to every one of you, okay? So I am DJ Chin, and welcome to Good, Great, Unstoppable, the Francine de la Sala show. And of course, we live stream from DZRJ 8:10 a.m. Just go to our Facebook page. So I hope you don't see that. My Mac is acting up. It keeps prompting me the download on new updates, and also downloading failed. So hi, the things that you have to learn in this day and age. But anyway, as I've said, we are live streaming from DZRJ 8:10 a.m. and you can catch us every Saturdays from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. And if you have weak internet signals, of course, you can catch us at your TV Plus boxes in your channel in your area, right? And you can also follow us at our YouTube channel. That's RJ News PH. Don't forget to subscribe and CLC nicely. Okay. So anyway, let me just get this out. So I don't know what's going on. This wasn't happening the whole day today. So talk about perfect timing. So anyway, I wasn't here last Saturday because we had our grand celebration convention of our company. And I'm very, very happy to say that my hubby and I were privileged to be recognized on stage by our company for hitting and qualifying for Bali, Indonesia this 2022. So yun po ang isa mga nilaban namin last year. So we are so grateful for the following reasons, diba, for this award time and again, right? So number one, of course, it proves that that in the pandemic, we can thrive and flourish, not just survive, which is what I have been emphasizing for a long time this last 2 years. It also proves that, as I have been saying, that the kind of business matters if we want to thrive. So rather than survive in times of, especially in times of pandemic, and even now with the fuel price increases and inflation, diba? And one of the things that I'm also grateful for, it proves na walang nalulugi in our business except those who quit because they want easy money. Okay, so there are learning curves in every goals that you want to achieve here in USANA, be it small or be it big goals. Ang important, you don't quit. So you don't quit so that you can overcome them and reach whatever it is that you dream for you and your family. Okay, and one more thing, it also proves that our company is reliable both for income and dreams as well, because I really love to travel and my husband loves to travel as well. So equally, it proves that being successful in our company, be it small milestones or major wins or healthy goals, that we are a constant source of joys and happiness. Wala pa akong nakitang umiyak sa lungkot dahil nag-succeed dito. And equally, of course, way up there in our gratitude this time, I'm so happy also because I was with my husband up on stage. The earlier awards, he was still an OFW, and I often wish that someday he will be going up the stage with me for all the recognitions to follow. And I really love this moment. In fact, I almost cried while walking down the stage, diba? Tears of joy, gratitude, and yung past lungkot, and past lungkot that he missed all the other opportunities. But nevertheless, of course, there are still many milestones to achieve here, and I'm sure that he will be sharing the stage with me. So of course, I want more moments like this as extraordinary moments, of course, bring more happier memories. Okay. So if you ask me as a wife and mother, what is my hobby and habits in those roles, it's collecting memories intentionally. So I don't just let memories happen. But I really deliberately make one. And being in this company, that is so easy to do. And of course, lastly, I'm grateful because no one got sick with COVID, considering that we were in SMX in an enclosed space for about 10 hours. Diba? Ang dami-dami kasing na-recognize for 2021 alone. So to the powers, of course, that make all things certain, thank you. I hope you support us through and through in every humble and noble goals we have for us, our loved ones, and our cause. So yun po, that was my experience last Saturday. And every time I go back down memory lane 7 days ago, it still makes me feel a different kind of joy compared to just fleeting happiness or happiness that just, happened. Mas masarap pa rin po talaga ang purposeful and intentional, creating purposeful and intentional happiness, especially when it comes to to uh, when it services a particular family goal. Yeah. So anyway, now speaking of course, and our company, diba, I knew also this one really validated me that I made the right decision in choosing the company as the company 8 years ago for the business that I will carry, diba, or will help me, for the business that will help me get the goals for me and my family. So one, I knew I made the right decision because of the science continue to prove itself through being the only unmatched company that is trusted as users, not paid endorsers by 3,000 plus and more elite professional athletes. And now, of course, of the Philippine government for all the elite Filipino athletes, and just recently the PBA. And it's not because maganda lang yung company namin, but there is a science that proves that. And it's these athletes are living proof that we have the highest purity, quality, and safety. So dun pa lang, it's like hitting a jackpot when it comes to the kind of to the decision of the kind of business I would want to do for me and my family. And of course, there are more like so I remember I went here because I was looking for an opportunity. Pag ginawa ko yung isang bagay sa kanya, this was in my prayer, so please ignore if you feel offended. Diba? Pag ginawa ko yung isang bagay sa kanya, ay susuka siya ng pera na parang ATM machine. So of course, diba, in our traditional businesses that we set up before and our employment, that's never gonna happen. So of course, I knew also that I made the right decision because there are more aside from the science of our nutritionals. Of course, there are life changing, diba, from thousands of Filipinos whose chances in the typical income route, diba, would either leave them in the minimum wage or a little above that for the rest of their lives, diba? And our company gave them the chance to earn even millions and more yearly if it's millions yearly if it's not doable within the month, diba? But still, diba, this is an income that they would never ever receive in employment, not even at lower management or even middle management or even maybe upper management, right? So if you and but one thing, diba? So there's the science, there's the life-changing opportunities. The one thing that made it very clear that our company is truly a differentiator, one great decision that I have made 8 years ago, so is the humanitarian causes that our company could support, right? Provide support for, not just in piecemeal approaches, but one with lasting impact. So this one, when I came into the company, you would hear me talk about this all the time. I really went here for the opportunity to achieve financial wellness, diba? To solidify our income. But 4 years into the business, in our international convention, our business made me realize that it's truly not about us eventually, right? In the long run. So our True Health Foundation continued to create positive impacts all over the world. That time I was already very impressed. And this time yesterday, our company updated us on matters with Ukraine, a cause that's very close to my heart. So USANA has granted emergency funds of $50,000 or 2.5 million to Ukraine for food and money aid for refugees flocking to Poland and Romania, as well as the ones in Ukraine itself. So now, never have it made me prouder to be part of a company who walks the talk when it comes to their core values of community and integrity. Okay, so you might not know this, guys, but Philippines is one of those who reap the true health benefits, and you might not know this as well. Every time that each one of us distributors, every time you guys purchase from us, diba, and get to engage in the business, we all contribute to the True Health Foundation, right? So our small contributions have big compounding impacts all over the world. So kung papipiliin ka ng negosyo, saan ka pa, diba? So kudos to UHS Inc. and more power and flourishing successes at every level and every aspect and every distributor of our business. So truly, I am very, very grateful. And when I saw yesterday the announcement, it's like I could breathe, because it's really very hard to encourage Filipinos, diba, our country, to donate to Ukraine or to send help. And I haven't seen anyone, right, since March, when the war started. I haven't seen anyone in my news feed or donate or call for help to Ukraine, except me. So the others are of course the sending prayers. But I do believe that prayers must also be accompanied with actions, right? And when USANA did this, when posted this yesterday, I felt so joyful, right? It's like, and after this, I already donated to doctors. We already donated to Doctors Without Borders, and we are continuously donating. So we're planning, executing those donations to them, to other institutions. But this time, I would like to donate to our company, right? Yes, send donations through our company as well, because I know that my help has big compounding impact wherever our company takes it. So I'm really, 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 really very proud. So guys, right, when you're choosing a business, I'm really encouraging you, tara na, diba? Join us. Be here, because every time you engage, you are not just helping yourself, but you are also helping millions of people around the world. Diba? So anyway, so speaking of this business, of course, guys, a lot of people don't flock here. They have so many assumptions. But if you want to start and thrive here, right, let me just share with you these tips that we encounter regularly every single time, okay? Interest is not enough if you want to do something about your life, about your finances, and about your health. You have to, and commitment means that you have to dump these recycled excuses. So we have the excuse, number one, no time, right? Number two, no money. Number three, it's not me. Number four, I will ask first, whoever it is that you're going to ask, your wife or your husband or your parents, diba? Or five, ito, favorite ko to, pag-aaralan ko pa, as if mama naman sila sa pag-aaral. Diba? So, gutom na nga at lubog na sa utang, or worse, utang na lang parati ang paraan para maiahon ang pamilya, mapakain ng pamilya, choosy pa. Diba? And being choosy when your family is already the consequence, diba, is going to bear the brunt of that consequence, I think that is immorally wrong. So anyway, 8 years into the business, and I have learned that all those excuses are not really real. Diba? They are just rooted in preconceived fear of failures or fear of being rejected, which is actually very common. Diba? I've also learned that these fears do not go away regardless. Diba? We just learn how to navigate, minimize, manage, mitigate them, each milestone or each goal at a time. Diba? I don't think they ever go away because it is part of our part of our instinct to be really protective, but they are not solely right all the time. So we have to take it one situation at a time. And if this case, right, it has already proof of life, millions all over the world, thousands of lives here in the Philippines, there's no point already anymore in doubting them. Okay. So anyway, I have learned too that when and I do and hit my goals, when I do my goals and when I hit them in this business, when I hit my goals, this business, the wins, the fears are also all worth it. You know, managing each one, they're there, but we defeat those demons and dragons. And whenever we achieve, I have learned that every time I hit all my milestones and binabalikan ko talaga lahat ng takot ko, lahat ng preconceived fears ko and fears and doubts ko. I always and binabalikan ko how I overcame them to hit like this one, the Bali, Indonesia, right? I always say, of course, it was worth it. Sobrang worth it. Can you imagine? Twice over because it's Bali, Indonesia. If you don't ever go out of the country, in case there's again a surge or Indonesia is not yet open for travelers or for tourists, that it also the company is gonna give a cash payout of $1,600 to $3,200. I think it depends on if it's it depends on the level that one achieved. So I think we got level 1, I think. So that's why ours is if it ever gets we get a cash payout, it's at least $1,600. But we are choosing travel because memories are really, really, really important. So there. So anyway, so even if there are fears along the way, once we hit the win, we only remember all the wins and the moment of victory. It really erases all the pain, all the anguish that in the journey towards that goal. Diba? Kaya sobrang sulit talaga. So if you guys have been invited here by a friend, most likely, or a family, please don't reject them. Dive in and keep learning. Kahit mawala pa yung nag-invite sa'yo tulad sa amin, di ba? It is clear that hindi naman yung nag-i-invite ang mag-e-enjoy na sa amin, di ba? Ng travel namin, ng income namin, ng recognition, ng rampa sa stage, di ba? Kami naman yon. So go lang. Go nang go. You can learn this. There are materials. You're gonna have access to the hub, right? And there you will find all the materials that you need to learn for you to be able to do this business, assuming that you ever end up being alone. But of course, I'm sure you won't be, because there are actually teams that support all newcomers and all those who are going for their dreams, like us. Well, we have Extreme 111, so shout out to Extreme 111, especially our founders, Mentor Pin and Mentor Billy and Mentor Eman. So anyway, yan. So kung hindi pa kayo na-invite nila, kami na lang mag-i-invite sa'yo. So let's go. Just send us a message. Just go to my Facebook page, Just Shin. Ayan. Okay? So anyway, so madali bang yumaman dito? Wala akong sinabi guys na gano'n, okay? But here is my tip, okay? Ang puhunan mo dito, even after your ROI, is tiwala all the way. Okay? Tiwala. So think about it. In your employment, di ba, nagtiwala ka naman. Nagtiwala ka till you plan to give them the trust, whoever that employer is, till you are 65 or till it is your retirement, di ba? Nagtiwala ka sa minimum wage na binigay nila and hanggang umabot ka doon sa age of 65. Pero anong nangyari, 'di ba? Wala namang, you're still parang OFW, umuuwing may utang pa rin, 'di ba? So kulang ang retirement fund, kulang yung SSS pension. But here the same. You don't doubt the proof of life. Pagkakatiwalaan mo lang siya na sobrang dami left and right that you will meet all of those distributors, even the users, the 3,000, the elite athletes, the PBA, right? The Filipino athletes here that is under the Philippine Sports Commission competing in behalf of the Philippines, diba? So those are proofs left and right, diba? And then also there's also your own proof. Even if you just start earning $50 or $25 a week or a month, diba? Or as an additional income, hindi mo dapat pagdudahan yun. Tiwala lang talaga. And there's also other instruments like, for example, the Euro Monitor, right? It's a European market research that has established our company, our products as the number one, right? The number one, what do you call this, nutritional supplement in the Philippines in the last 3 to 5 years. Bakit? Because of the science. Hindi mo rin dapat mo rin pagkatiwalaan that we have been the number one direct marketing in the Philippines in the last 3 to 5 years as well. Why? Because of the company's integrity, diba? So it really, really, really delivers. So Tiwala is the hardest that you will ever encounter here from the time that you see what the company is all about and how you are able to earn dollars and how we are able to also we are able to also do the as that. Sorry about that. How you're also you also, what do you call this? Tiwala lang is the hardest that you will encounter from beginning all the way till the day that you retire here. Okay, even if you reach 10,000, the highest, let's say 18-star, 10-star Diamond Director, 20, 30-star Diamond Director, tiwala. Tiwala sa sarili mo, tiwala sa Diyos, at tiwala sa USANA, and tiwala sa mga taong tutulong sa'yo. Okay? So, it is, so as I said, though Tiwala is going to be the hardest that you will encounter here every single day, it is also the most glorifying and the most gratifying successes that you will encounter here, that will powerfully erase all the feeling of fears and doubts that you ever have encountered. It only takes one win to do that and restock your confidence. So Tiwala is not studied, guys, diba? Nor learned overnight either, diba? You need to have a vehicle for it. And if you ask me, don't beat around the bush when it comes to wanting to be a millionaire, a thousandaire, a hundredaire, diba? If you want money, the vehicle for Tiwala must also be about money, diba? Must also, so if you think na kaya mong mamuhunan ng Tiwala, by all means, start ka na. So whoever invited you here, kausapin nyo sila. Diba? If I'm the one inviting you here, kausapin nyo ko. Simple lang. Okay? So anyway, now, going back to the recognition, merong isang part doon, 'di ba, na medyo sobrang lungkot ko, 'di ba? It was a what do you call that? Not naman heartbreaking, 'di ba? Pero sobrang lungkot ko categorically speaking, guys. Brace yourself, 'di ba? Kasi ang taba-taba ko. I could not find a dress that I really like that fits me, diba? And so here are my realizations today, diba? Especially for the younger generations, Looking back to the time that I was only 100 pounds or 120 pounds, that was about 30 years ago, I wore really fashionable clothes na mura, diba? Yun ang aking, that's my, mura but looks expensive, looks classy, okay? Yung pang F rampa. If you guys are familiar with cable channel F or fashion channel, diba? Ganun klaseng level. But that is always my criteria. Dapat mura and looks classy, diba? So the dress must look ang ibig sabihin ng mura and looks classy, it must have that criteria, and maximum nasa 1,000 pesos lang siya, or 1 to that range. So call me cheapskate, but there is, because SM and Cinderella used to have they have lineups like this before, when I used to when I was younger, 'di ba? And I have not checked both actually recently, because now I go straight to the plus sizes. Nakakaiyak, not good. I do exercise, and this year is the year for learning how to eat better so that I can lose weight in a very healthy way. So anyway, so again, I go straight to the plus size. And we all know that plus sizes here in the Philippines have limited fashion choices and scents, which actually baffles me. Diba? Don't big women have also good tastes? I do. I'm sure a lot of big women like me have great taste, but actually that's not my realization. So listen, generation X and Y, Gen X. Am I a Gen Xers? No, I'm not. So millennials and below. Okay. When I was 120 pounds all the way to healthy 135 pounds, as I aged, I was poor. Okay. I could not buy the dresses or clothes that I liked. Okay. And I was poor for most of my married life. And we all know that when we have the right mind, we choose our children first before spending on ourselves. Diba? We only, so fast forward to recently, we only became able about 3 years ago, not yet solid, but capable. Okay. And by this time, I was already 180 pounds. And now today, I'm about, I think, 192, I think, or 95, or maybe 200. I don't know. So my takeaway from this is while you're young, be rich. Okay. While you're young and still light. That way you can enjoy all the nice clothes before aging and metabolism, hormonal problems take place. Okay. Or even before life happens to you. Okay? So even if you're rich later on and can afford liposuction, how often lang ba can we take liposuction? I know it's not healthy. Diba? So the only chance at window that we just really have for the young ones, diba, is between about the age of teenage life, diba? You want to enjoy fashion, and all the way till maybe you are 30 or 35. So try to keep the weight off. And as you do, diba, as you do, also make sure that you become money. I'm not being materialistic here, but it is for me, by experience, a fact that I feel bad that I did not have the financial capabilities to dress up well, because I really love dressing up. It's one of the things that make me happy. Diba? I have such great taste. I always navigate towards the if I had the choice, guys, and by nature, I don't know, by instinct, diba? I always navigate towards a great pricey clothes, yung magandang design talaga. And usually they're about in the 6,000 or 3,000 even, or the 7,000 or even 12,000 range, diba? So now I can still lose weight. I know that, right? But I have I have what do you call that? The flair of the youth. I don't have that anymore. Buti na lang medyo hindi pa ako mukhang 50 cute years old. Hindi pala. Seniorizing. Diba? So anyway, so yun lang yung aking advice. But if that doesn't matter to you, that's okay. Diba? But being rich and successful, diba? Don't care. Basta yung, it doesn't have anything about character, okay? I'm not talking about that. Being rich and successful while you are young also sets you up for a life with peace of mind. So if you don't like if it's not the clothing, diba, that's what I'm talking about. If you think that it's impractical and what you want is to have secure your future, go ahead. You still have to start young, diba? So anyway, So anyway, so that is my lesson here. One of the most important lesson I think is we should start um, working on our prosperous success as early as when we are have a chance, like when you're 18 years old. Nowadays, kids, diba, they and what's great about yeah, kids nowadays, sometimes they become multi-billionaire at a very young age. And you don't, in this day and age, especially, you just have to be, I don't know, diba, silly, and it can still make money, diba? You just maybe creatively silly. So that's what I'm saying. But anyway, point is start young. Now, if you ask me, if it's materialism, am I promoting materialism, guys? If your character, if you don't trust your pagkatao, diba? Well, then you would think that I am promoting materialism. Pero just like me, I trust pinagkakatiwalaan ko yung pagkatao ko. I know na I'm very philanthropic, even I really practice that even when I am right now not financially well off, 'di ba? Pinapractice ko lalo maging philanthropic. Ginagawan ko ng paraan. So tawag dito. So ikaw, 'di ba? If let's say you tend to judge what I'm saying as materialistic, 'di ba? I'm going to emphasize trust your pagkatao when it comes to prosperous success. Okay? And keep trusting it and be mindful of being of that pagkatao, of that good character that you like as you go and prosper successfully each day, year in, year out. So yun naman ang message ko doon. Alright? So, now guys, sa totoo lang, di ba? Then and now, being poor sucks talaga. I have gone through from having to also being nothing or having nothing. And it's been a cycle for us, sadly, di ba? And I can't wait talaga when there is already solid financial wellness, when God finally sends a breakthrough to me. Di ba? So, iba talaga, guys. And when in times of some security, I do, di ba, a happiness money experiment, 'di ba, for me, 'di ba? And how do I conduct this? Simple lang, 'di ba? Every time I wrote a check to pay the rent or amortization or the bills or make advance payments so we can optimize our savings, or whenever we could buy anything that we want in our monthly grocery or even afford grab food as it pleases us, 'di ba? I would compare these moments when we had nothing to spare and was 90% short every month. 'Di ba? And this fund shortage, guys, 'di ba? By experience, living experiment, 'di ba? Kung talaga bang masayang maging poor. This fund shortage led always to new and compounding debts kasi uutang kasi 90% ang kulang. 'Di ba? Sobrang liit ng income, and at that time we were not yet financially literate. Nobody coached us. 'Di ba? Nobody led us to a good business like this one. 'Di ba? And then at the same time ayun, it led us to new and compounding debts either sa rent, 'di ba? Hindi namin nababayaran, or sa credit cards because we would use it to buy food, or sa tuition, 'di ba? Either parang yung mga major expenses na puput on hold, iniikot-ikot namin, which if we had a choice, we did not want that, 'di ba? And these in turn, right, yung pag iniikot namin which one we will pay first, 'di ba, led to one, ruined relationships, bad reputation, and bad credit standing as well. So in those times that we could, and then versus, 'di ba, those times that we could pay, once we pay, the moment is done and replaced right away with forms of peace of mind. Unlike pagka kulang and you're poor, unlike you're in the poor side or the impoverished side, di ba? Pag nagbayad ka na ng isang, isipin mo na paano maghanap ng pera sa susunod na babayarin mo. Dito, once you're secure, di ba, you have the money, tapos na, and you have peace of mind. Wala ka nang isip. You can choose whatever you want to do or think about. Diba? And as I said, diba, once you're able to pay, diba, and because you are financial, you have that sense of financial wellness, the moment is done and it's replaced right away with the forms of peace of mind. Diba? And itong peace of mind, first kasi wala kang iniisip na kulang pa at gagawan mo pa ng paraan. Tatambling ka pa, wala nang ganon kasi tapos na, kaya mong bayaran, diba? And then this also this when having a sense of financial wellness also led to another form of peace of mind na you can have more options, 'di ba? Or choices in front of whatever, 'di ba? As well as time, 'di ba? Options sa time. So sa akin, options and choices, yung let's say we don't feel like cooking kasi every week, guys, we've been cooking we've been married for like how many years? Almost 30 years. So ilang taon na kami nagluluto 3 times a day ng meal, pati merienda, diba? So by this time, we're really tired. So we've already given ourselves option na may mga time that we really just order, diba? Time in the week. So like today, pagod na yung husband ko, 'di ba? Ako I cleared up. So we're just ordering dinner for our son, pero ako gusto ko yung tira-tira. Because we have sinigang and pritong isda, and that's what I like. So anyway, so yun nga, it gives us more option. Ang saya kaya yung, let's say, anytime that you want to just order delivery, you can. Hindi yung parang, ay, wala kang pera, tapos isipin mo, sa susunod na lang, tapos yun, takam na takam ka na, or you feel bad, di ba? And of course, as far as time is concerned, di ba? Having more options with our time, we could choose, di ba? If mag-K-drama lang kami, watch YouTube, whatever channels that we want to watch there, sleep or rest all day as we please. Diba? At any day, at any time. Hindi yung pagdating ng Sunday, nagmamadali ka na naman for preparing for Monday. So, yun naman yung kayang ibigay of having that sense of financial wellness. Diba? So, wag na nating lokohin yung sarili talaga natin na okay lang maging mahirap kasi hindi talaga. You have to get real. Diba? So, I don't, with more of with a sense of financial wellness, guys, talaga it has given us more happier memories. Mas nakakapag-create kami ng more not only yung yun nga, diba, parang happiness just happens, no, more purposeful or more deliberate kind of happiness. We can do that, diba? And that is why I don't ever want to go back to being poor. Kaya guys, tara na, magtulungan na tayo in our company. Diba? So I don't like those good memories to be just piecemeal. Diba? A piecemeal memory in time. Diba? And for one thing, I and my hubby are still parents. One of the most important reason. And as parents, you know, I'm sure you guys know this, we never stop caring for our children, and we never stop wanting to set them up for success. 100% hands down in the happiness money experiment, guys. Ito lang talaga sa pag i-compare ko. Diba? Being moneyed was having a sense of happiness, and having a sense of happiness 24/7 is a form of being happy every day. It's a healthy form of being happy. Again, I will emphasize, pagkatiwalaan mo ang pagkatao mo. Kung masama ka, sa masama rin magagamit yung pera na yan. Pero kung ikaw ay mabuting tao and you wanna keep it that way, all you have to be is to be mindful, diba? Of being noble, of being humble, of being helpful, yun, and being loving. So yun lang, diba? So anyway, yun naman ang being happy. Now, speaking of happy, excited ako, diba? We can now travel ulit through SEBPAC. Diba? Because recently, I saw a seat sale na naman. Parang I found a 88 peso seat promo. I'm not sure, so please double check that information, di ba? So, baka mamaya 88 peso na yun sa baggage compartment ka naman nakalagay. But whether I saw the wrong ad or what, there is already a seat sale at SEBPAC, and it is back. I just know you can find out, and if you want to go back, if you want to travel na ulit, diba? On a tipid budget mode. So I'm right now, guys. Every of my friends are in Boracay. And I haven't really seen a lot of friends of mine go out of the country. Maybe soon, right? Maybe I've seen like one or two of them go out, but not yet. Sabagay, even before the pandemic, the only ones that I really traveled na madami kong friends are the ones who are in our company. O, diba? Sila lang. Kasi the others are in the trad side or in the employment side. Hindi maka-ask ng leave. So, ayun. Yun naman. But anyway, yun nga. I'm so longing to go back to Boracay. Diba? I also want to go to Korea. even if it's just 3 days, and then fly off to Taiwan to just do street food and tourist destination reconnaissance. If I just want to check it out, so that when we go there next year, we can go there we can go there, and we're already parang full blast na kasi we've familiarized ourselves with the place, di ba? So kayo guys, beka naman, di ba? You see the value of free travel to Korea for 2 or 4 or 6. So if you do guys, di ba? Mas makakita nyo yon more than the tiny challenge of starting. Then let's go. Emphasis on tiny kasi you know what guys, 99% of every one of you out there will see the challenge over the bigger wins. Ganun talaga tayo mag-isip. I-justify pa natin yung challenge na yun. Yung excuse natin. Yun yung pinakamasakit. So anyway, Dream Travels. So guys, di ba? Kung join kayo, let's go. So Dream Travels, here we come. So excited for that. So guys, check out in a setback if you're one of those nakating-kati na rin mag-travel because you couldn't do so during the pandemic. So anyway, so finally, we are in the last part of the hour, so it's convo time, and today I'm just going to be lifting from one of the articles, but still it's very close to my heart. So this article I lifted from Ask a Scientist website of our company. So this one we're going to be talking about body positivity. So perfect yan for summer, diba? Can we really be happy with our imperfections? Ayan. So in this article, it delves into the psychology of body image, body positivity, and body acceptance. So it talks about the 3 important key areas of our sensitivity when it comes to accepting our physique and our look. Ikaw ba? Are you confident? Diba? What imperfection don't you like? Ako marami guys, malalaman nyo dito. So I think when we tackle this convo also, it would help to tackle it from my viewpoint, diba? So from my own experience. So I'm going to be sharing it with you guys. That's why I said, marami kayong malalaman na insecurities ko. So by definition, guys, at start of their body image is simply how we view ourselves, okay? So it can be positive or negative. And in my viewpoint, regardless of be it positive or negative, it can be a healthy viewpoint. Okay? So pwedeng negative yan, pero ang feedback sa'yo ay positive. Okay? So, now, how is this possible? As I said, we will take it from my standpoint. Okay? So guys, eto na. Please, wait. Alexa, drum roll, please. Alexa, volume up.
Okay.
So, ayan na. I'm gonna be sharing with you. So, guys, I'm overweight by 70 pounds. So, can they what do you call that? Censor that. So, at my age and height, okay, because there is such a thing, I should only be about, I think, 135 or 140 pounds, diba? And the way I see myself is pretty straightforward: fat, obese, and overweight. For me, there is no way around it unless I sugarcoat and make new flowery words to describe fat, like saying I'm huggable or that there is more of me to love. Something like that. But I don't do that. So however I look at it, I am still fat. I'm big. Okay? If others I meet remark that, if they tell me, ang laki-laki ko na, ang taba-taba ko na, tumaba ka, diba? It's simply a statement of fact. And if others, so whether they have the right to make that remark or not is actually missing the point. Diba? We are 50% accountable because I am a walking fat. Diba? Diba? So pag nakakita nga ng baboy, ay baboy, o diba? So so I don't miss out the point. I take accountability because it is true. Diba? So it's actually and we are often offended because it is actually a message to our core, diba? That's why it comes it comes across offensive. Others also make jokes about it, diba? Make jokes about it, makes a joke about us, about being fat, about our fatness. But again, but hindi ko siya pinapansin because I don't want to miss a point. I did that to myself, diba? 80% of that. So, diba, if I get 1% if a friend of mine that I mean, out of the 365 days, and one or two or three family members or friend of mine remark that, that's, diba? That's good. Diba? Kaysa because it's not every day that somebody says to my face that I'm fat. But the thing is, yun nga. So even if they're joking about it, even if I become the brunt of that joke, it may sound very offensive, but I am the one who made myself that way. So I have to be accountable. If I don't want to hear that, then that means I have to work on myself. Ganun lang siya. Okay? So, so as I said, diba? So it is offensive, whether it's a joke or a remark, because the underlying truth is that we know for a fact that we have let go, diba? And we know for a fact that we have no discipline, and we know for a fact that we have very poor eating habits, and that's really harder to accept. It's a bitter pill to swallow, so to speak, diba? So about us, it's very hard to accept. Thus, my body image is I am fat and I don't like it. That's the truth that me myself and I know about me. So being so says and being this way means, diba? It says a lot about me, diba? To myself, when I have that my own personal assessment, or when I go into personal assessment, or when I do have that conversation with myself. So it says a lot about myself and how I care for my life and my responsibilities in general. So however we view ourselves, however we want to see around us, no pun intended, get it, around us, it only matters if we can truly accept the underlying fact about the cause of our current body image, right? So if we don't like it because our behaviors led us there, and it's not our behaviors led us there, the responsibility lie on us. It's not the environment's responsibility to just parang change themselves when we don't even want to change for ourselves, diba? So of course may mga below the line. They should not be I've never there should be may mga below the line naman talaga na mga remark, diba? Very, very insulting, and sometimes even maybe insulting. So tawag dito, kaya lang yun nga, you can only manage and control your own situation, diba? Kumbaga. Now, on the other side naman, me being fat, I've never been naman anorexic. Okay, obvious ba? So I would think that the sensitivity to comments or feedbacks or jokes about our bodies, though, even if, diba, ito naman yung opposite ng being obese. I'm sure somehow, not I'm sure, that the sensitivity is similar to an extent. Okay? So it will still boil down to the core of how we have managed or mismanaged ourselves. And that is truly the important body image feedback that we can truly rely on. Now, there are also imperfections, like, let's say, imperfect teeth or flat noseness or wide jaw or wide forehead. I don't know. I also believe in natural and simple augmentations. Diba? This is still part of the self-care and self-love. It's instinctive, diba, to want to look good and feel good. It is part of our human nature. Diba? So if I can help it, ako mismo, I don't like wrinkles, fine lines. I don't like saggings and skins and jowls, diba? Simple procedures that have long-lasting beauty enhancement effects are for me fine, and really also helpful with our building our self-confidence, diba? The most important lang naman to consider here is our own intention and decision. Don't get it because si crush ay hindi tayo pinansin. We have to do it for ourselves, period. So that's all part of kasi, diba, you can't always flex. If you feel so insecure, let's say, about having, let's say, ugly teeth, like ako, diba? Or let's say may mga wrinkles na ako dyan. I don't know, maganda lang talagang filter ng Zoom. Diba? Ayan, no? Diba? If you don't like that, or I don't know, something else, maybe a humpback, or I don't know what it is that you don't like. Flexing forever din naman will not, flexing mentally and emotionally is not naman din healthy, 'di ba? So, it will still, it can crumble under, 'di ba? Because uh, you will still have to be honest with yourself, and that is the most basic principle of being happy. So if you want to go and do that, augmentations, diba? Augmentations, basta safe, guys, tsaka legal, moral, by all means, you can also do that part. So, think of body image. So ngayon, this is just what I do, diba? Think of body image of you have, and the sensitivities that you have around them coming from the environment, diba? So if it's not imperfection, but there's something like, kunwari ako, overweightness, diba? And there are really people that tell me, hey, you gained weight. Ang taba mo ngayon, ganon. Meron talaga, diba? But for these hindi siya for these tawag dito body image imperfection that we had a hand on, kumbaga, we have to ask ourselves what behavior led us to being unhappy, or even happy with it. Kasi baka mamaya you really love being voluptuous, diba? Botticelli. Botticelli ladies, kumbaga, diba? So maybe you like that. But pwede rin, basta ang point lang there is, if you have sensitivities as far as your body image is concerned, and your behavior led you there, you have to make a healthy assessment and a healthy solution towards that, diba? Now, if let's say hirap na hirap ka, right, to lose weight, diba, and you decide, okay, I don't want anymore, be happy pa rin. I don't want to try to lose weight anymore. I'll just body hug myself this way. You still have to happily accept that, diba? Kasi kung hindi, again, it will crumble. So that is mine. Now, the article gives a tip on how to maintain a positive body image. So I'm going to be sharing with you. One, it says there, keep your body self-talk. Keep your body self-talk positive. So for me, guys, though, keep it real. Okay? And if we are at fault with our unhealthiness, work on it. Positive self-talk for me must not border on denial of truth, because being physically unhealthy has more compounding negative ill effects in the long run. So it wouldn't do you good anyway. So redefining body self-talk while keeping it real can be something like, for example, you don't want to be, you still want to make it on a happier, on a lighter note. You can say something like, you can do 5 minutes of workout because you are smart and better than your laziness. O, diba? That's still body self-talk. Diba? Another one can be, you are born beautiful and small disciplines a day is a score for beauty. Diba? Ayan, diba? And otherwise, if it's not, it's a score for the beast. Bahala ka. So anyway, or, diba, weighing healthy means more beautiful clothes fit me, diba? Or more beautiful clothes on me, diba? And if you or if you acknowledge your unwanted imperfections and you want to use technology to enhance your beauty, your positive self-talk can be, I deserve to be beautiful and I have the money for it. O pwede, diba? So ganon. Hindi yung, you know already that you are, you overeat and you're overweight, and then you tell yourself, I'm okay. Hindi pwede. Diba? Kasi in the long run, it's more expensive, it's more costly because you're gonna get sick. So it has to border on, the positive talk must be real, but it must be real, diba? But it must be, can be real and motivating, so to speak. Okay? So number 2, according to the article, move your body every day. So see, these are their words, not mine. Bottom line is, we can't be all too sensitive without being disciplined. Fact is, we need to develop and maintain good, healthy habits. So whatever that is, eating healthier, taking the best nutritionals like ours, and exercising and doing meditation every single day, that is still what you have to do in order for you to achieve that positive body image. Diba? And number three, kindness to self. The world can be cruel, diba? And much of our low self-esteem come from the inputs around us, diba? So yeah, heal. So you are like for me, diba, if I'm this way, and a lot of people, let's say if I encounter or me mismo is very unforgiving of myself, I also I have negative self-talk, body image, kunwari, diba? I have to make sure that I learn how to heal. So meditate your way into discarding old baggages while developing new positive ones. So again, I do not believe in kindness to be dishonest. In kindness tapos dishonest naman tayo with ourselves. Diba? Yung form mo. If you want to have body positive image about ourselves, we still have to put in time and effort. So sa kindness to the self, hindi ibig sabihin is, yun nga, you will just soothe the pain of the insult and say, it's okay, I'm fine. Sila yung ganyan. So no, guys, we still have to do the work, okay? So four, nakalagay dito, wear comfy clothes. I don't know why, but I don't get this one as it can border on complacency, laziness, or comfort zoning. For me, it is more of reward ourselves for every hard work we put in, diba? For losing an inch or two or a pound or two, diba? With, let's say, getting the dress that we really like, diba? On a smaller size, or a shirt or the top or the pants on a smaller size. Every time we are able to achieve our pound or inch loss goal, diba? So you can even make rewards bigger for bigger goals met. Like for example, in 3 months time, I want to lose 10 pounds. If I lose 10 pounds, I'm gonna buy myself this one, this nice dress, diba? Or I'm gonna wait 6 months and lose 20 pounds and buy size M dress, something like that, diba? So pwedeng ganon. But for me, it's also it's good to balance both, having small rewards and then bigger goals as well. So yun. So see, that's so yun yung positive self-image. Positive self-image. I think we have also come to a point this day and age that positive body image must sugarcoat and protect us from the truth, diba? In the end, whether others make a comment or not, we really truly know, diba? What led us to being to having this negative body image about ourselves. Now, are there healthy body images? Of course, guys, diba? You cannot be anorexic, you cannot be overweight. You cannot also, let's say, if you have halitosis, you cannot prolong that. Or if you have a lot of pimples, you have to find out why do you have a lot of pimples. Baka everything in the house is dirty and have to change it. There are a lot, kumbaga, the negative body image that we have, it sits on the foundation of truth, diba? And it also sits on the foundation of solutions as well. So that's what we have. So for us to have a truly healthy body self image, or body positive, positive body self image, or a positive body talk, we also need to look at these hard truths so that we can come up with a solution so that we can improve how we look, how we feel, diba? Inside out. Ayun, okay? So, guys, that's about it for now. There's one more, but yun nga, the number 5, it's just very similar to 1 and 3. So, hindi ko na siya nilagay dito. So, that's my message. I'm very insecure about, guys, ito. My message before I go off, I'm very insecure about my teeth, my skin, my age, my weight, my fat, my hair, and I love the memories talaga when I could wear the hip and chic clothes I used to wear 30 years back. And I know for a fact that where I am today, diba, body image-wise, is my making. I ate my way to the stage and called them soul food and stress eating. So in the end, I am, and we are who we eat or how we care for ourselves. Or how we care for ourselves, diba? Body positive image for me is taking care of ourselves and carving the discipline and even the habits that we need to look the part that we want to be. So whatever aesthetic enhancement we do, they are just bonuses and solutions to hard to fix solutions to hard to fix angles. So if you're hard on yourself, if you're getting remarks or jokes about you, look deep and find your inner beauty and then fix them, make them float to the top. Okay, so this is DJ Chen saying good night. And for Ukraine, guys, you are in my heart and you are my community. If you are our community. So if I'm to all the viewers out there, if I may ask you and the world, please not just pray, but also if you can donate, kahit 750 lang pwede na, or you and your friends can pull together that amount. Diba? So please donate and pray and donate to Ukraine and the world. Diba? And if we do this, the world is never defeated ever by Putin and Russia and its allies. So I'm gonna see you guys again next Saturdays. And today, I hope you enjoyed our episode. So maraming salamat po sa inyo.
The views and comments of the hosts and guests are not necessarily those of the